All right, I got my flint and steel that we're going to be using today. All right. And I'm going to get a little piece of char cloth, and we're going to make some more char cloth. We're going to try to use as little as we can when we're making this char cloth, when we're making this fire. I take my little tinder bundle, right? I make my little nest out of it. I'm going to grab just a little bit more. Very, very processed, very, very fine. All right, Mr. Gavin, what did I ask you to do, buddy? You see how I made my little nest right there?
Yes, sir.
So when I
make a bowl.
when I make my teepee, I'm gonna make it so that it stands on its own, and that my nest can go right inside of it, boop, right there. So when I make the fire, I can just sit it. And when I set this on fire, I can just sit it in there, and it can start to burn up. I'm gonna take the smaller sticks, and I want to surround that as much as possible. All right, I don't want it to collapse, but I want it to surround it. So I'm trying to get these to be about the same size. Do we see that? And that's going to be a good setup for me to make this nice and easy. I have my tinder, I have a little bit more thicker kindling, or like, you know, a little bit of kindling on the outside of that, and I have my nest in there. Now I'm going to get ready to set this thing up, get my nest all ready. Yeah. So we know that
Stick the wall into the
we know that we need something that a material that's what?
100% cotton.
100% cotton, right?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to stick that on in there. Booyah. Stick this on in here, rolling it nice and tight. I want a tin can. I also want to make sure that I punch a what in the top of it?
A hole.
A hole.
Two holes.
It doesn't need to necessarily be two, but it needs to be enough holes that the oxygen can escape, so that the material, when it burns all the oxygen, what's left behind, guys?
Char cloth.
Char cloth, good.
Or
And
carbon.
and that char cloth is mostly what?
Carbon.
Carbon. See if that works for us. There we go. There we go.
The first one was a lot better. It's getting in there.
Now you guys know why, although this works well most of the time,
It's better to have a lighter.
it's better to have a lighter.
Or if there are some easy enough.
That or something, a flammable spray plus lighter.
There we go. Finally. Hold it. Hold that flame.
I see smoke. It's going good. Yeah, I see smoke coming out. Yep. That's good. Yeah.
There we go. We take our time, we put it in there. It starts it. Now I'm going to take my knife, I'm going to lay this right down over top of it. That will start to burn it,
And then
keeping everything together as much as possible. Now you have to be careful. Mine's fell over a little bit too soon, so we normally don't want it to fall over that soon. We want to give it some time. Now, I let you guys choose the sticks. You see how all that white smoke is coming out of there? That means that the sticks have a lot of moisture in them. Can you bring me some more, Ryan?
Is that bad or
The
good?
little sticks
That's
are the
bad.
medium sticks.
All right, let's stick with the medium ones until we build this guy up. All right, what I'm going to do from here, I got this stick underneath.
Oh, that's a lot of white smoke.
I'm trying to burn out the moisture. You hear that popping? All right, guys, so we're trying to make what right now?
A fire. It smells like s'mores.
No, we're not trying to make a fire. We're trying to make what?
Oh, char cloth.
Char cloth.
Char cloth.
Yes.
So, Asher, what do we have inside here?
A bottle and
What's inside the bottle? What's inside this can?
Gavin, I need you to move.
char cloth.
No, we're trying to make char cloth, but what's inside there? We have a cloth that is how much percent what?
100%.
100% what? Nylon, what material? Somebody help him out. Lucas. Cotton. All right, and then as this smoke, as you see the smoke coming out, what is that exactly?
Oxygen.
Oxygen, good. And that'll become a flame at some point once we build the fire up. And we're cooking the oxygen out of what? What are we removing it from?
The cotton.
From the cotton. What will we be left with?
Char cloth.
Char cloth, good.
And the burnt up can.
And that char cloth is primarily going to be what?
Carbon.
Carbon, good. And that's going to allow us to light it really easy. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Let me move around so I can get out of the way.
The smoke is transitioning from
Yeah, it is.
person to person.
So we're going to keep building this. We want this thing to go.
Oh, God.
So
It's carbon.
everybody look up here. All right, so what is happening right there? What's happening? What is that?
turning
You
into
see the flame shooting out of the two holes that I made?
Yeah.
What is that? What's
That's-
coming out?
Carbon. No, oxygen.
That's oxygen. Good, like we were talking about. That's the oxygen burning out of the what? What do we have in there?
Cotton.
Cotton. Is it 1/2% cotton?
Nope.
Is
100%.
it's 100%
It's
cotton.
turning into what's it called?
All right, so we know that
You're
it's
looking
now
for char
working.
cloth.
So our fire has kind of settled down. I'm using this because I'm sure it's still pretty hot. I'm going to cut this top off so I don't have to worry about using the top of the can. And let's see what we got inside. What were we trying to make?
Char cloth.
By burning out all of the oxygen.
That's char cloth. It's definitely char cloth. Oh, gosh.
A lot of it, actually.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That looks like the, what's it called? Like charcoal biscuits. It looks like a black headband.
It does
Yeah.
look like a black headband.
Is that how they're made?
If it is, then someone's in trouble.
Somebody.
There
Somebody
we go.
ate. Now there's 3 pieces. There's only 2 pieces that we put in there. No?
There was like 3.
No, I put 3 pieces in there.
Okay.
So now we know how to make char cloth. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
Good deal.